Still on the weekend GP, and you know how we do it, right? Hey, okay, I'm excited. I'm smiling. Yes, you know why I'm smiling? Because there's a question which has been posed, and we want to know, how do you define a musician? How do you define an artist? And interesting answers. I was talking to the sweet talker, and he said, a musician is limited, whereas an artist is unlimited, and an artist can do what a musician can do, but a musician cannot do what an artist can do. So that's his definition. I don't know about your definition. Please go to our Facebook page and drop that particular definition. The teacher, Macha, the headmaster, of course, he will be right here to give us also his definition of who is the musician, and also who is an artist. I've got my own also. So I don't know. My guest this particular morning, S-JEEZY. Yes, I don't know his definition, but before I get to introduce him on set right about now, just want to give a shout out to those of you catching us live on Facebook. Yes, Ziko Mokwambili for keeping it KBN TV all the way, and make sure put the likes button there, press on the likes button and drop the comments. Tell us how you are feeling about this show, and where you are catching us from, and what it is that you have planned to do over the weekend, because this is the weekend GP. What is the weekend without plans? Kumnankala weekend without plans. And today happens to be, in fact, for this month, happens to be the long weekend. Okay, so what is it that you've planned? All right, and we are also live on Top Search channel 102 and DSTV channel 279 right about now. Like I said, I've got my guest set and he's ready. Yes, S-JEEZY, good morning.
Good morning, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I love the energy already.
Yeah.
Okay, so why S-JEEZY? The time we were having a conversation behind, I was really asking, is it S-JEEZY, S-JEEZY?
It's S-JEEZY, S a hyphen and J-E-E-Z-Y.
Okay,
Yeah.
So what does it stand for?
So S-JEEZY are just my initials. Like my real name is Sanders Cherry. So I just got the S and J.
So ndimo wako mao. Good. Okay.
So I just got the S and the J, but I wanted to spice it up a little with the Jeezy, so I just made it S-JEEZY.
Oh, interestingly. So where did this passion begin to get sparks and find yourself right where you are?
Okay, so music, I started doing music, writing my own songs. That was around 2009.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was doing my grade 9 that time at Liwala High School.
Okay.
So a friend of mine, we could listen to music the same. He was into music as well. Like we had the same interest in music. So he was already into writing. So I was like, you love music, you can rap, so why don't you just write your own songs? So that's when I started writing my own songs. His name is SD Drink. Shout outs to SD Drink. So from that time, I started to compose my own music, and then I would tell my homeboys to play beats off a bucket, and then I'll rap to them, and then my uncle, introduced that to my uncle. He saw something in me. I was like, let me take you to the studio. And then from there, it started going up until now.
Oh, because you come from the street, rapping on the buckets, and you are going to do a freestyle, isn't it?
No pressure.
I like the way you've just accepted the challenge and no pressure.
Yeah.
All right. So from there now, when did you decide to take it to the studio and begin to polish up your talent?
I think that was around, did my first song in the studio. That was around 2010, 11, somewhere there.
Okay.
Yeah, at Hardcore Production.
Okay.
Yeah, in the beginning it's always shaky because that's just new, you just do things randomly, you don't really have a concept, you just write this, throw it there, this, throw it there. But yeah, as time went through, did some collaborations, learning new things from some artists, until now, it's become better and better and better.
Do you remember how you felt, when you just heard yourself for the first time, in the speakers after you recorded your first song?
Yeah, I do remember. I do. It
How was
was
it like?
it
Just listening to yourself, you know.
it was exciting. It was exciting because that was my first song, and
Mm.
it was nice. It was a nice song. I think it's still a nice song up to now.
How long did you
But
take listening to it?
uh, I remember taking my friends after recording it.
Mm.
I listened to it, and then in the evenings, got my friends, my uncle. Let's go play it again, like so they should hear it. It was exciting. Like
Mm.
everybody was excited about it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm. And since then, you thought, okay, this is it,
yeah.
and I'll go ahead and pursue it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm, amazing. So from there now, you've talked about you did something at a hardcore, is it?
Hardcore, yes. That was the
Hardcore.
first. That's the first studio I recorded from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hardcore was owned by who?
I'm not really sure at the time.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
but that's where who's this? Mm, who's this?
Tommy D?
Tommy D.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
Tommy D came
it
up.
has ringed.
Hardcore production. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
hardcore
He
production.
came
So,
from there.
oh yes. So I was trying to. I wasn't sure. This is why I asked
The
you,
one, yes.
Tommy
Same
Dina
here.
Mafeda. Oh
Yeah.
yes. Okay. Yeah. So from there now, it's been a while. What has been happening as far as your musical journey?
Yeah, my music journey has been hard though. It's been
Mm.
hard because lack of finances, lack of proper management. So you're always jumping up and down from this studio to that studio.
Mm.
Trying to meet up these people, trying to make connections here and there. So there's been at some point I had to give up. I had to put it down because I had to go to school.
Okay.
Because most of the times it's like you're just how would I do it? It's like you're in one man commando. You're just managing yourself.
Mm.
So when the money comes short, you have to slow down a little. When
Okay.
something happens, you get back on the road. That's
Oh
how
yeah.
it is. So it hasn't been easy, but now at least it's getting there now.
It's getting smooth.
Yeah.
In the new dawn, it's getting smooth. All right. So, how did you manage, to divide your time? You talked about school.
Yeah.
How far did you go with that?
With school, because I just had to pause a little because of
Okay.
school. I had to focus on school.
Mm.
And that was like 2015. 2015, I think, yeah. That's when I started my school and got my IT degree at UTBM University.
Okay.
So, yeah. After school, that's when I came back into music. Because a few people would ask me, like a few fans, they'll say, Wankalazima Ningi, so
Mm.
what's new? Don't you have anything new? And at the time, my interest had just gone. I was like, it's okay for now. Let me just sit. So those people that kept asking, why, could bet Chinango,
Mhm.
they brought me back in the game. So
Oh
like,
yeah. Due
people
to popular demand.
Yeah, yeah. So people listen to my music and they want more. So like, okay, let me just get back in the game. Yeah, and that's how I'm here now.
Okay. Do you think it's possible to make a living out of the music? Like
Yes,
you abandoning your school papers, then you just go
I do think it's
throughout.
possible.
Mm.
It's very possible. People have done it. A lot of people have done it, making money out of music. Yeah.
But why don't you want to do it?
No, at the time I had quit. Like I was
Mm.
just because I was like managing myself.
Okay.
In the beginning, yes, I had an uncle of mine that used to help out with things. But as time went on, he also had his responsibilities, so he left. So it became a one-man thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Until
Until
now.
until now.
Until now, yeah. So
Oh,
as it is, there's no sponsorship or anything. It's just me, but there's a small team behind me. Because I'm at right now I'm with GY's Outbox Media. That's where I'm doing my music from. That's where I'm recording from. So I'll be dropping an EP anytime soon or an album.
Mm.
It's in the process, so we're still thinking if it should be an album or an EP. Yeah, but if it
So if it becomes an album, it's just to increase
an
the
album,
tracks.
and then yeah, just increase the tracks and
Okay, so if it's an EP,
EP, yeah,
you
it's
lessen
just
the number of tracks on the project. So, talking about collaborations and the man that you mentioned, G-Wise, is quite known in the game. He's been around for some time. So, what are some of the features that we are likely to see on your project?
okay. So some of the features I have Camstar, I have
Mm.
Aerial, I have HD Drain, Um, the new ones coming in, which is why I'm saying
Mm.
we're still thinking it should be an album or an EP,
Okay.
because of the same features. So we're still thinking about that. But the new people I want to do features with, that's I'd like to do features with LJ Mojo. Who else? I'd like to do a feature with J Rocks.
Mm.
Yeah, just a few to mention.
All right. Okay. So, looking at the way you are moving right about now, there is a video that we are going to premiere right here for the first time. Let's talk about the concept. What are you talking about in that particular song?
Okay, Feel Me. Feel
Mm.
Me, the concept, it's like 90% of what I was rapping or saying in the song is, let me just say 95% is real.
Okay.
Yeah, it's based on my past experiences, like
Mm.
real life experiences. So I was going through a hard time, so those things, I would write them down and put them in a song. Like, let me just put these things in a song.
Mm.
That's why even the title is Feel Me, because you're feeling me. You need to feel me, what I'm saying, You need to understand where I was at that time,
Mm.
how it was, how I was trying to cope up, and how I've been until now.
Okay.
So that's the Feel Me part of the song.
Mm.
Yes, so
Interestingly, it seems everyone has had that hard time, and put it maybe on the song, because I don't know what has been happening in Zambia.
yeah,
Almost everyone.
everybody
Mm.
goes through ups and downs. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But as an artist, or musician, you need to put it in more compact, form, and then give it to the people.
Okay. So in your music, what do you normally talk about mostly? Like I don't know how many songs have you done so far,
I've done a couple of songs. I've done a couple of
including those
songs.
that those that you haven't released. So amongst the songs you've done, I should be maybe over 100, over 50.
Mm.
But what do you mostly focus on? What do you mostly talk about in your music?
Okay, in the beginning, it was just random stuff. You just say random stuff. As long as the song comes out dope, whatever you're doing, rapping is dope. But now you need to come up with the concept. Like you need to have a message. There needs to be a message in the song. Yeah.
Mm.
So now it's all about the message. When somebody is listening, they need to get something out of it. Like, oh, did you hear that? Oh, did you hear that? Oh, it means something. They have to relate to the song.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
At the same time, it should be
Mm.
interesting. Like
Oh yeah.
something that is catchy at the same time. So
Mm.
that's how it is now.
Okay.
So it's not only random stuff. We come up with a concept and then put it there so that somebody can relate to the song.
Mm, amazing. All right. So, before you give us a freestyle, where can people get your music? And are you on social media platforms? Where?
Okay. So at the moment, the old songs I've worked on Reverb Nation. Some are on other Z sites. You can search for them on Google. Yeah, but the new ones will be released on better music platforms such as Boomplay, Spotify, iTunes. Yeah, because now it's becoming professional compared to back in the day when we just upload or just giving out free music, because we just wanted to get famous real fast. That's how I used to think, like that
Mm,
hunger was like, to blow check quickly. But
mm.
when I got in the game, it's different. It's not as easy as that. No, it's not as easy as that.
Now you
The road
understand.
yes, the road isn't as easy as that. So yeah,
Yeah.
so that's how it's going to be. But you can get some of my songs on Reverb Nation. Most of them are actually on Reverb Nation, and others on other Z sites. Yeah, a few on the
Okay.
Z sites.
Interestingly. So, you're ready for the freestyle. I want to hear some
No
bars.
problem, no problem. I'm ready for the freestyle.
Get it on.
Okay. Uh, True success is never given, G. You have to earn it. Never come in my perimeter without a permit. Got a lot of issues with the help of God. I finna solve them, cause it turned me to a giant from a puny hobbit. Now I slaughter mics, boldly stone colding like I'm Steven. Jesus paid the price so that our sins could be forgiven, but we still here divided when it's best to be even. Living uninvited lives when we should die to believe in. So much is happening fast. Technology is deceiving. Just a
Oh, DJ Dre, I don't know if you saw that.
just a glimpse. Just a glimpse. I don't want to go
Just
all
a
deep.
glimpse.
Yes.
Amazing, some hot bars there. I must say, you are really talented.
Just a
You are really
glimpse of
talented.
what's
Where have you
coming.
been? Where have you been?
I've been around. We've been in the
Mm,
underground. A lot of good artists are in the underground.
mm.
It's just lack of sponsorship, lack of finances,
Oh yeah.
and all that. But with persistence, we get there.
Oh
We will
yes, oh
get there.
yes, oh yes. And I must say you are extremely talented. Now, one last thing, as I am letting you go, you have to look into the camera and introduce your video, which will be playing right after, as I am letting you go.
All right, all right, all right. The S-JEEZY Mc, watch my new video. Did it last year. Feel Me. It's coming up right about now.
All right. So thank you very much, S-JEEZY, for making it to KBN TV. And is it Feel Me?
Feel Me.
All
You
right.
forgot to ask me artist and musician.
Oh, yay.
Oh,
How can I forget? Two questions actually before I let you go. Yes, there is a question right now. I don't know. I thank you for reminding me anyway. Your definition between a musician and an artist. I guess you you prepared very well for this
I
one.
know. I was thinking it's going to be the first question you're going to ask, but yeah. Anyways, for me, like a musician is a full package. Somebody that writes, that creates music, that can perform as well,
Okay.
And then an artist just does a little, has a vision or something, and then they can create music, but they can't perform, they can't really write, and do the other things.
Okay. So
Because a musician can also play instruments.
okay. So for you are saying a musician can play instruments, is a full package,
Yeah.
can even sing.
Can sing,
Okay. So
can write. As
can
well.
write as well. So an artist.
An artist they have a vision, like they just have a vision,
Okay.
and they can create music.
Okay.
That's it. So it's either maybe they have a ghostwriter,
Okay.
and then they can't play an instrument.
Mm.
The rest of the things are done for them,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what are you?
I would say a little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I sing, I rap, I
Okay.
write music.
Okay.
I can perform as well.
Okay.
What I don't do is play instruments. I don't do that.
Oh, you don't play instrument. You don't play any instrument.
No, I don't play any.
So you don't qualify to become a musician.
But I'm a mixture of both. That's why I say I'm a mixture of both.
Mm.
So there's only that part.
There is nothing like being half. I'm half musician, half
I
artist.
write my own music. I can perform. Yeah, I sing. Yeah.
So you are a musician.
Yeah.
You are a musician.
There's a little bit of both in there, so I don't know how you can put it, but yeah.
All right, we are waiting for the teacher to come and give us to come and mark your papers you've submitted.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing for this weekend? How is your weekend? How does it look like?
My weekend. Today is my son's birthday. He's turning 9, so happy birthday to you, Taruma. I love you so much. So I'll be with him. Like just go.
That is day out, huh?
Yeah, it's his day today, so that's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I wish you all the best and happy birthday. What's his name?
It's Tahoma.
Tahoma. Yes, happy birthday, Tahoma, from me, Uncle Enoch. Enjoy your day. 9 years. Madon's a big man. Bali Bali.
Yeah.
All right, so Feel Me by S-JEEZY, and on the flip side, Macha should be joining me as we are winding up today's edition of the Weekend GP. Enjoy.
It's a great spot media house production.
Nisi does it better. Nisi does it better.
I've been going through a lot of things lately, and I'm just trying to find my way up out the dark. You feel me? And I'll be damned if I'ma let a hard time change me. I'm trying to find my way up out the dark. I know you gotta feel me, feel me, feel me, feel me, feel me.
Yeah. It was 2019, I think a part of me died. Just when I wanted to marry, then I got disqualified by a woman I chose to spend my whole life with. Now I gotta live with the fact that I never show my teeth. I wish I could disappear with no traces at all. My heart's a time bomb, I only got 3 seconds to go. Cause I'm just an empty body, my spirit ain't got no channel. Walking through the filter, the residues on the fan of a how can that be possible? Nickel, I'm the impossible. King of the jungle, disintegrate every obstacle that comes in my way. And hey, I live my life like every day's a weekend. So real, I find it hard to pretend. I only had a drop, but I finna turn this shit into a deep end verse.
I've been going through a lot of things lately, and I'm just trying to find my way up out the dark. You feel me? And I'll be damned if I'ma let a hard time change me. I'm trying to find my way up out the dark. I know you gotta feel me, feel me, feel me, feel me.
New era, yeah. I'm a 27-year-old nigga without a job, ayy. You probably thinking my favorite place is a club, but I hate noise and I'm allergic to this crowd of places. Recovering alcoholic, gotta clean my databases. You ain't a god, so don't you hurry to judge me. I've been sending applications, but nobody has called to see. I'm tired of waiting, plus I got a son that looks up to me. It's hard to be creative with this bogus economy. The system's compromised, they gotta check its anatomy, or else we finna have the greatest era of sodomy. Better stay sharp and never let them see my blunt side. Ready or not, nigga, you can't hide. Them challenges gon' get you anyways. Just promise me you'll never let them take your life away. One verse.
I've been going through a lot of things lately, and I'm just trying to find my way up out the dark. You feel me? And I'll be damned if I'ma let a hard time change me. I'm trying to find my way up out the dark. You know you gotta feel me, feel me, feel me, feel me.
I had to be discreet cause I had lots of shit to swallow. Started burning trees, became a king of riding solo. Search for inner peace, sometimes I wish that I could borrow. Exchange the pain and hopelessness for something mellow. We all get issues and choose to fight in silence. Pretend that you're always happy, deep inside chaotic violence that the body cannot handle. And people start to notice. Next statement always questions. You can run like you's a tortoise, but one thing that you should know is God has got us covered. I caught up holding name and suddenly the verse recovered. I'm so sharp and I don't even have a blunt side. Ready or not, nigga, you can't hide. Them challenges gon' get you anyways. Just promise me you'll never let them take your life away. One verse.